because it's a tech business, did you have to know about tech, or did you outsource?
Yeah, that's probably a good question, because Conqueror is a tech company. We've got apps, and we have developers and UI UX designers, and we do all the tech things, right? But I don't really have any formal background in tech, but I've picked up a lot of knowledge about the industry, in terms of, like, I can talk with developers. I know what they're talking about. I don't know how to write code, and although I can hack bits and pieces together if I needed to change something. But you don't really need to know like hard tech stuff like coding, and especially with AI nowadays, I think there's just less and less need to be like formally trained in something like coding or web development, things like that. But being able to talk to designers and speak their language, developers, and product managers and people, you kind of need to be able to speak their language and know what they're talking about. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to direct them and lead them very well.
Yeah. Would you say there are like a lot of challenges that you had to face then?
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing is just one big challenge, really. I mean, business is just a series of problems to be solved, decisions to be made. So, you're constantly facing challenges every single day. That's why I think people who don't want to be an entrepreneur and do want a safe, secure job. Sure, there's challenges in a career, traditional career, but I don't think they're as frequent or as as large as being an entrepreneur.
So how long, would you say that it took you to get to where you are?
So the Conqueror went from being really bad to being pretty massive in the span of 2 years, or even like 1 year, which seems like a really short period of time. But what came before that period with the Conqueror was a period of like 6 or 7 years where it was terrible and really, really, really hard, and the most challenging thing I've ever been through. So, and then before that came, I don't know how my maths is working here, but like 12 years of being in multiple different businesses. So all of that added up to the Conqueror having, success over a really short period of time. But I don't think you need to go through, like, that's kind of like 20 years. You don't need to go through that to get to if I was to do it again, I wouldn't probably do it the same way I did it, right? But so I wouldn't advise people to go and do what I did, essentially.
Because what did keep you going? Because you struggled for that long.
So with the Conqueror, what kept me going was I really believed the product was helping people, and that people were getting good benefits from it. And so that's product market fit. So you've got to, if you've got a product that the market likes and they find value in it, that's like your main objective, and if to begin with. And if you've got product market fit, then the reason why it's not growing is there's something else. And for me, it was the marketing. And I knew it was going to be digital marketing, so I wasn't going to be doing, billboards or even TV ads or anything like that. It was always going to be Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. That was going to grow influencers and things like that. So that was the thing that really made it from a pretty good product. Like, I don't think it was amazing, but it was pretty good. And then when I met Raul, my business partner, we who was a marketer, we combined our forces, and it was I was right. It was the digital marketing that kind of made the big difference. But you need the product market fit. So it can't just be a product that people don't attribute much value to.
So when it comes to like owning your own business, obviously there's going to be a difference in how many hours you work, because there's not a strict, I don't know, but for teaching you'd have a schedule that you have. How was your work-life balance? Work-life balance as an entrepreneur is pretty much out the window. I think you are always on as an entrepreneur. You never really switch off. It's sort of it's kind of more who you are rather than what you do. And that can get pretty overwhelming. It's fine when you're kind of by yourself and young and you don't have responsibilities
really, in terms of like, you know, family and mortgages and stuff like that. Yeah, it can be, you do need to have an escape. So I think it's very important that entrepreneurs do things outside of business. So for me, it's things like surfing and fishing.